For instance, look at the NSAS. Is there any protest that happened during
the NSAS? Yes, you guys, the NSAS, you guys were making jamboree, dancing,
we are making
frolicking around, eating. During June 12th, we were actually bringing out the heart of the people.
Your generation enabled Petrac, and I'm sorry to say your generation is literally the most irrelevant generation ever. Because, yes.
I take exception to that.
No.
How? If we have to say, okay, all Gen X, all other generation, hands off from Nigerian politics, and let's have a Gen Z rule Nigeria. Nigeria will crash under 1 week. My name is Kolawole Agbola. I'm in my 40s. I belong to Generation X, where we uphold high morals, good standards, and discipline as our watchword. And today I'm going to be debating with 3 Gen Zs, the powerful Gen Zs. Let's see the way it plays out.
Good day, sir.
How are you?
Fine, sir.
What's the name?
My name is Anolua.
Okay, Anolua. All right. What do you do?
I'm a freelance videographer, mobile videographer.
Okay, that's a good one. Well, let's go straight to the point. I have my first assertion about your generation, Gen Zs, and it's that you guys are not disciplined and lazy. Don't have good work ethics, or just what do you have to say about that?
I don't think we don't have good work ethic. I feel like in our generation, the system is not like before. You can't compare to the one of the Gen X.
Okay.
So in today's world, it does not permit that. It's not like before. Unlike.
But why?
You know, now we have machines, we have electronics, we have gadgets that allow us to work more professional, more efficiency, more sufficiency. So I don't think that is laziness. I think it's the system that does allow it.
You believe machines, gadgets to replace human?
No,
or the place of work, or what?
Apart from that one, we also have I don't think there's any Gen Z that does not have side hustle or like 2 or 3 skill that they're doing.
I'm talking about being efficient at your place of work, at your call time, when you get there. Most of your generation will lazy in, work in late, will not get to work on time. Then when you are talking about doing your work efficiently, there is this kind of complaints over and over, which I've experienced. For
some reason, you guys expect maybe you come by 9 and you intend to work throughout the whole day. It's not what I'm being paid for from 90. If it's 4 hours, it's 5 hours. Then I don't see any reason of working extra hour, because I'm not being paid for extra hour. So I don't see any reason to that.
So you believe Generation X believe in hardship. That's the word you don't know.
Hardship and working excessive. And even the work you're working it's not that you're getting any reward.
Do you know the word tolerance? Do you know the word tolerance? Do you know the word endurance? About you understanding a system and growing into it. That is it. It's not about you just being statutory. You just want to walk in, and when it's time, you get out of the place.
I don't feel like tolerance is something we should hold on to in this our generation, because I'm not getting paid for tolerance.
Okay, I get your point. Hello, how are you doing?
Good afternoon, I'm doing fine.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
And what's your name?
Miriam.
Okay, what do you do?
I'm a model makeup artist and also a data analysis.
Okay, that is 1, 2, 3 things of them.
That's
good. It's good. It's part of your your generation. Okay, I have this assertion about your generation that you guys are lazy and not ready to work, and in fact, there's this weakness in mental and emotional resilience about you guys. What do you have to say about that?
So before I would like to say anything, I would like to define the word laziness.
Okay.
Laziness is inefficiency and lack of responsibility when needed, whether to work, in your attitude or anything. And you can't say Gen Zs are lazy. We are literally adaptive. We are the first generation to get matured and used to the digital ages. I mean, your generation, there was social media and everything, but you people were not matured enough to take responsibility and everything. Same reason why when it comes to political aspect also, your generation are literally cowards. Sorry to say that. That's why Tinubu is still our president. Your fathers, your generation fathers are still the one in politics. You people are just there not doing anything. And the cowardness as what is literally what is affecting everybody. If your generation were matured enough and have like been confident enough to say, oh, let's step up, take up in power and everything, Nigeria will not be the way Nigeria is. If I just like sitting down, your generation like glorifying suffering. Oh my God. And it's very, very annoying. Like it has affected Nigeria as a whole because Nigeria as a whole love glorifying suffering, and it's what our generation don't want to do again. I think we have suffered enough. Our generation, I started learning my skill at the age of like 17. So like we started having to grow up early, do things that we're not supposed to do at a very early age. We are not emotional, we are just strong, we are adaptive, we are efficient, and we are very innovative. That's the difference between our generation and your generation.
All right, thank you for defining that. But one thing is, I think I know about your generation is that you guys, instead of dialogue, you want to blow off the roof. Instead of having a conversation, going to the table, okay, how do we solve this problem? All you want to do is go on a rampage, know this, and it has never brought out any result.
I don't feel like there's any reason for us to be patient in Nigeria again. We don't need to sit down because Nigeria is getting worse every day. Have we not sat down enough?
You know what?
So let me just give an example.
Okay.
You have been working in an industry for like 5 years now and they have not increased your salary. What are you going to do?
Well, it's a process.
What process?
You need to, before you can be promoted, you have to write some courses, you have to go for trainings. Yeah, so if I have done all that,
okay, and you are still not yet,
then I write a letter to the administration.
And you wrote a letter and they're still, because it's not like we are not speaking up. Yes, we are. But when there's no action taken, that's when we tend to flare up.
But it's not by violence.
It's not by violence.
If you do all those processes and you are not there, the next thing is to take it up with the establishment and make noise. No, you'll be fired. That is it. You don't argue with your boss. You don't go out of context.
I don't feel like
there's a due process to everything.
I don't feel like it's called arguing. It's just speaking up for yourself and knowing your rights. I can't be in a place where like 9 to 5 boom. Like if you want to be rich, it's known that 9 to 5 cannot get you anywhere. It's just a means of survival. So like if I'm in this space for 5 years, my salary has not been increased, and yet the income of the company is increasing, and I've written letter and everything, there's still no yet any reason for, like, you have not still increased my salary. What's the next thing to do? I'm going to come like in a harsh tone, like I've been speaking to you, I've not gotten any response or anything. Why should I be calm with you about my salary? If I'm going to get fired, fine, I'll get another job. Life is not hard. And I mean, I have 2 other sides also, so it's not a big deal at the end of the day.
All right, well, that aside, because your generation is known for a hasty, you're always in a hurry.
In a hurry, I mean.
You are always in a hurry. You need to pipe low and see reasons why some things need to be done before taking steps.
That have seen the reason, where have we gotten people to? Is this rage bait? Because everybody knows that Gen Zs are literally the calmest set of people. I feel like this is just rage bait at this point because we're not violent. It's like we're always saying the same thing every time. And you can't expect when you're saying something multiple times, there shouldn't be a form of aggression. I feel like that's why it's saying we're aggressive, because their generation, when they say something once, twice, and it's not attended to, they just die down like that.
How are you?
I'm good.
Pleased to meet you. What's the name?
Ehi.
Okay, all right. What are you into?
Cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity. Okay. Let's go straight. I have an assertion towards your generation and that you guys are lazy and not disciplined. And this fact that there's this thing that I've even noticed. You have a lot of access to information, but you don't make use of it. We don't see it.
There's a difference between idea and reality. How can I do anything when there's no resources to do anything?
Okay, how?
To come to this studio,
okay,
to take like 3-4 hours to get here, hold up, transport, everything. I could have missed this show today.
Okay.
I might have an idea, okay, let me do something, let me build something. I want to do this thing. You get there, you can't even afford to do it because they inflate the price of every single thing. They restrict almost everything that you need.
I'm still not getting your point because what I'm saying is your generation have access to information, quick information. I'll let you know what we do in my generation. Sometimes we have all the years, like 4 years to study a course and come up with some, do practicals, but all these things are being compressed into like 3 months. You sit in your house, you are claiming a degree in Yale, you are claiming a degree in whatever, and you are still in the comfort of your room, right? Writing examination and everything, but we are still not seeing it. There's so many unemployment and unemployable people because they are quacks. They don't have that strong skill to make sure and carry out what they say claim to study.
Number one, we have information. You will learn everything at home. To use your phone, you need to power your phone. You need lights. There's never enough light to power your phone.
I think I'm not good with your point because what I expect, tell me what is making you have the skill. Yes, they have access to information very fast, but we are not seeing it. They're not making good use of it. There's no research. We still have quacks. When they come around, they can't really defend that thing that they say they know. They are not rooted. You need to dig deep. When you have findings of something, dig deeper to know what that thing. You can be able to stand and defend that thing. But that area is what they actually lack. All right, Anu. This second assertion is the fact that you guys are going to have the worst leaders because you don't have leaders. Set of worst leaders than the past and this present age. Because one thing, you guys don't have role models. If I could ask, who is your role model now?
VDM.
Imagine.
VDM. We have.
Is that a role model? Who is VDM? We were talking about role models. Who you want to pattern your life after. People that have done great and marvelous things that you can see. Now, Martin Luther King is there. Mandela is there. We have Ken Saro-Wiwa is there. We have Chinua Achebe. We have people around that you can see around you right here. You are talking of VDM that is just making noise all around. No, this is not what we are talking about. We need real good models who lead. Now, you cannot put, if we have to say, okay, all Gen X, all other generation, hands off from Nigerian politics, and let's have a Gen Z rule Nigeria. Nigeria will crash under 1 week.
I don't think so.
I tell you.
I don't think so. I feel like Gen Zs are doing a better job than the Gen X because the Gen X they brought unemployment, they brought bad leadership, they brought a lot of corruption, like scamming.
Oh, good. I love that corruption that you just mentioned.
They brought of rituals. Most of all those things are passed down.
Good.
Our generation.
All right.
Are doing well.
Let me come in there. Thank you. Now look at it from this way. You guys are more corrupted.
No.
Your corruption in this generation is greater than any generation put together.
I don't think so.
How many? The EFCC has proven it. The number of Yahoo we have, Yahoo guys that we have.
Yahoo have been existing
is
for now.
Forget it.
It has been existing.
Now that is apart. Ritual killings and everything is from your generation.
No,
that generation they buy people.
No.
So forget it. All those things that and you have no role models, no leaders.
No.
You have nothing you can bring up.
Actually, scamming, all this corrupt stuff are being passed down from the Gen X. That the Gen X are the ones executing it. Like, they don't even make it to be existent now. Assuming Gen X not even participating in all those stuff into
no. I
different
disagree
kind of
with you.
illegal activities, and that is what's affecting our generation now.
Your generation should be able to stand for itself. Now, you guys don't have a particular. All of you, somebody will move this way, you will follow him. Somebody will move this way, you all follow. You can't stand on your own. Stand for, some dignity for. I don't know how to put it.
We actually have a mind of our own. Okay, for instance, look at the answers. Is there any protest that happened during the
answers? Yes, you guys. The answers you guys were making jamboree, dancing,
but we are making
frolicking around, eating. During June 12th, we were actually bringing out the heart of the people. People were everybody. The thing that we were talking about. June 12th, go and read it in history.
No, I don't think
people came out to talk about the suffering of the people. That's what we did. At the end of your answers, what happened?
We come out, we speak up. Unlike you guys feel like keeping quiet is the safest place to be.
Was June 12th quiet? That's the biggest whatever in Nigerian history about politics.
I don't think so, sir.
I think for now, I will have to. We'll talk about that things later. All right, welcome back, Miriam. I noticed that your generation don't have real role models, as in you guys have we're going to produce the worst leaders than this generation and the previous one. So, my session still remains that you don't have good role models. You prefer lifestyle, wealth and lifestyle over morals and just getting things done. So what do you have to say about that?
Okay, so talking about role model, the reason why we don't have role models to look up on is because your generation didn't give us enough role model to look up for. I mean, if you ask a lot of young people now, who is your role model? We'll start saying Martin Luther King, Albert Einstein. Like, those are the generation before your generation. There are no role models from your generation. But from our generation, I can give you a name. From the tech, we have Catalyst. Catalyst is a very big name in the tech. From entrepreneurship, we have Nelson. Nelson makes shoes. He sells shoes from 2 million, 3 million, like shoes, like handmade shoes. We have like Glam by Omoye. She's a makeup artist. Like, these are people we look up to. As a makeup artist, my role model in makeup sector is Glam by Omoye. Like we have a lot of role models, but your generation did not give us role models to look up to from your generation.
But what about the role models that you are seeing all around you? We have great people in Nigeria. We have great role models. We have people that talks about morals, the people that brought about these businesses, right? Business tycoons all around, all over the nation. We have them. Also, if we look into the politics now, if you look into politics, right? The way it's going, I can't see any leadership skill in a Gen Z that can, okay, let's give you a local government appointment and let's see what you will do with it. We don't have.
I totally disagree
because
with
the
that.
next thing we will start seeing is young boys doing drugs, getting money to frolic around with girls.
Like,
or
if our generations are leaders.
Yes!
I disagree with that, because for Nigeria to be a better Nigeria, the only two things we need is discipline and empath. The reasons why a lot of leaders are doing what they are doing is because they are not empathetic being, and our generations are known to be empathetical beings. We have
How?
more of empathy.
Empathy.
Yes, we have more of empathy. That's why when things happen, we are always quick to call people out. Look at Ochanya case.
Your generation cannot bring about good morals. That's what I'm talking about.
Good
Now,
morals.
good morals, we are talking about ruling a nation, ruling a state.
We can, because we are empathetical.
See.
Empathy is what will make Nigeria better. Putting yourself in your follower's shoe. If Tinubu was empathetical, do you think all this thing we are going through, he's going to put himself, like, he came to Jos the other day and he flew like, there's no light here, I'm getting out of this place. If Tinubu was an empathetical being,
Do you know what
he's
we
going to be there.
call security?
The reason why he ran away was because there was no light. So he knows that Nigeria did not have
And
light.
he said he ran away.
Yes, he ran. And he did not do anything. If a Gen Z was in that position, oh my God, you people don't have light here. Let me buy solar for everybody. We are empathetic.
How many have we seen? Thank you.
If I were to come to power, basically we'll be better leaders than previous people, because now we have to fix everything that they already destroyed and start from scratch.
You mean you guys will have better leaders? I don't see that. I can't see that, because where are the people that will bring that into place?
We are watching your mistakes and we are learning from them, so we don't repeat it.
Okay. Mention one person. I can't see any.
Because there's nobody. You guys haven't left the seat. There's one. They are saying Emilio Coins, me that will enter next. He's already sure he's going to be the one to enter next. How is he sure?
Because you don't have a person to.
How can we compete against somebody that has the influence to override our votes? Even if we wanted to stand up and say, okay, we want to enter, he's the one saying Emilio Coins.
Guy, you are still on my point. You are supporting my point. Because I'm telling you that you don't have a person, okay? You don't have a leader. All of you as Gen Zs are dispersed. All man for himself is me, myself, and I. That's what you guys know about. Now, there's no teamwork for you to get together and build. No, my generation has the fact that, okay, we see someone as, okay, you have the potential, you can lead us, you have walked through your legacies, we have seen your works, what you have done before. Now, you go represent us and speak our minds. Who do you have? Didn't you have?
Because almost everybody there is old.
Then, do you mean you guys you can't think, bring out somebody? I don't
There's
understand.
no point bringing out anybody when the people you want to go and attack already have more power to push you out.
So, there's no reason to try?
People have tried, they failed. Because the reason why we failed is because people are still there, so you know we failed.
Oh, no. I am not, you are not giving me the points. What I need to hear, I'm not hearing it. You guys need to wake up as Gen Zs and produce a leader. I'm just giving you an advice. If go back to your people, tell them, okay, let's bring a leader. You guys are just standing for yourself, individually, not just collectively. That is one thing I fault about your generation. Me, myself, and I. That's what you do. You don't bring anybody together. You don't. No, one is envious of the other. We don't do it in my generation. My generation will support a person. A whole village can contribute money to raise a person. That is it. That's what we do. That's what we have done. But your generation will want everything to my pocket. So, what are we saying? There is no leadership skills among you, and I don't see you guys leading Nigeria in any way. Thank you.
My assertion is your generation failed our generation,
Okay,
and you guys are very jealous of us.
How jealous?
Yeah.
How can I be jealous of my own daughter?
Because daughter, it's normal. It's a psychological thing. You people are jealous because you don't have the opportunities like us. You are not socially woke like us, and we have things easy to ourselves. And when I said your generation failed our generation, I'm talking about political wise, religion wise, and the old patriarchy thing, misogyny, misandry and everything. Talk
Well,
about that.
if you say we're jealous of your generation, that's why I said no way. That one's a no. One, the movement, this thing you are talking about, the change, or this thing that you are celebrating, the internet, we brought about it for you guys, right? None of you came from your mother's womb with internet.
Okay, so can you
met it,
like,
listen, you met it and you grew up into it, right? So it is a generation that provided it for you, because we couldn't use it, we couldn't maximize it.
We couldn't use it because
listen, calm down.
Okay.
We couldn't maximize it. Okay. And we say, okay, this thing can be used by the coming generation. We provided it for you to make good use of. But at the end of the day, what do we see? Frauding all around, doing all sorts of
frauding.
Oh,
are
yes.
You serious? They're like the rate fraud has been going on since, and fraud, this whole fraud thing is just our generation. What we are just doing is internet fraud. Your own fraud in your generation was down to slavery, down to corruption, to political fraud, to marital fraud. To your generation will literally marry a woman so that you can collect her properties because of this whole.
Well, that is what you guys are doing, not my generation.
It is your generation, because patriarchy has always been existing. Your generation enabled patriarchy, and I'm sorry to say your generation is literally the most irrelevant generation ever. Because yes, because of this old
I take exception to that.
No.
How?
So this old digital age and everything has been in existence before, but your generation did not mobilize it and make use of it. And you claim to pass it to our generation, which we used. We made use of it like properly, made it easier to work and everything.
You made all these things easy we make it available for you. You are making it to
that's why you're getting the point wrong. It wasn't your generation that made it available. It was the generation before and before your generation, not your generation. Like I said, your generation was the most irrelevant generation.
I take exception to that.
No, you can't do that. This is my turn. You can't do that.
I take exception to that.
No.
Are you saying Nigeria today is better than Nigeria growing up in your childhood?
Nigeria today and when I was growing up. Nigeria when I was growing up and today, how can I fix it together? Well, Nigeria is still better. It is better then than now. But we have some developments now that makes it better than then.
You are contradicting yourself. You said better
no,
then.
Listen. Then growing up, because there are some things that we have now that doesn't exist back then. Get it? There are some things that we have right now.
Like what?
That internet and every other stuff, that all these things you're talking about, that we don't have right then while I was growing up, right? Nigeria is still better. The education system, everything is still better, right? Right now is just more better than then, because we have now a lot of things that are in existence that is at play that is making the work easier. So I can't categorically say the best while I was growing up or now. Do you understand? So it can't be categorically placed because they are two different eras.
So you were comfortable then, lazy, accepted everything, didn't strive to make any change, you just accepted whatever rules they implemented. Suddenly, now we suffer the laziness.
So you think we fail you? Whatever the government was doing back then, right? We were speaking, right? But the fact that our voices were not as loud as whatever you think you are doing now makes it your own way, because the mother of all protests and whatever still remains June 12th. That is it. It still remains June 12th. So these are the people that were ready to lay down their lives. People were ready to lay down their lives for things to get better in the nation.
June 12th was fighting for democracy. You got the democracy. What did you use it to do?
Well, we got the democracy, and democracy is here to stay, right? If we're still in the military days, things won't be the way it is right now.
How so?
Right? So, look at if you were around during the time of Abacha Babangida and all those militants, military uniform guys, you will not find it funny, right? But the liberty you have now, right, that we can get the mobile phones and everything, came during the time of this what do we call it, the moment we got the freedom from military to democracy. The moment democracy came by, then that was when General Obasanjo will be able to bring in mobile phones. Internet starts spranging out and every other thing. So we have it. Thank you very much. It's a nice time talking to you.
My take on this debate is Gen X are adamant. They believe what they believe, and it's hard to try to make them see something from a different angle.
But my final word for the Gen Z is, yes, you guys, we celebrate you. You are doing well. You are the what we cannot do, you are doing it. But I would like to advise that please take it cool. Bring it up in a more dialogue. Will do more than violence. Yes, violence can go a long way, but at the end of the day, it's still destroying what would have been built, right? So, because by the time you go violent with things are being destroyed rather than being built. At the end of the thing, when you have settled the whole thing, now we now be counting our losses instead of just dialogue and we move on. So it takes us back. Thank you very much.